Oi oi, what's on guys? Because Crypto here with another video, and as we can see, markets are looking a lot healthier today. The current market cap of the total cryptocurrency space is at 3.46 trillion. Fear and greed is now at 58, so people are a little bit less fearful now, which is great to see. And altcoin season is at 27, so again, guys, still in a Bitcoin season. But as we can see here, I mean, if we look, Bitcoin trading at 111,000 just over. And on the daily, it's up 2%, and we're coming up to a market cap of 2.2 trillion. So Bitcoin making moves here, but again, as Bitcoin is, altcoins are as well. So Ethereum up to 2,776. It did lip up to 2,800, but again up 6.26% on the daily, and even on the weekly a similar amount. XRP as well up to $2.43, and on the daily just over 3.5%. Solana as well, just under that 160 level of resistance, so $157.60, up just over 3% on the daily. So at the minute, we since yesterday we've seen a bit of a surge for all coins, Bitcoin and altcoins as well. Again, Cardano up nearly 5% on the daily and trading at 62.5 cents. Hyperliquid at $41.33, up 6%. And Sui now, obviously, here at $3.22 and nearly up 10% on the daily. So Sui starting to show good levels of strength here. So nearly 10% on the daily there. And again, XLM just over 29 cents at 8.8% on the daily. And on the weekly, nearly 19%. So seeing a significant amount of liquidity pump into Stellar or XLM. But yeah, guys, everything's looking good at the minute. I mean, even Hedera, nearly 17.8 cents. I mean, let's just click on Hedera. I mean, where were we a week ago? So if we go on the weekly chart, if this will absolutely load, and again, a market cap of 7.5 billion. So again, not bad, but again, on the 7-day, where were we at the start of this week? So there we go. So we wicked down to levels. Gosh, my internet's been an absolute pain in the backside today. There we go. So we worked down to levels of 15.5 cents here. So guys, up a significant amount. But again, we will check charts in a minute. But as you can see, altcoins, Bitcoin, we're starting to get some price appreciation and starting to see some positive movements of of basically the whole cryptocurrency space. Pepe, again a meme coin, but up 8%. Aave's actually down on the daily, which a bit of a surprise because Aave's been doing quite well. Near Protocol up nearly 5%, ICP nearly up 6%, ONDO up 5%, and KASPA up 3%. So, guys, looking very good at the minute for the whole cryptocurrency space. And as we can see here, so on Bitcoin's chart here, each candle's a day. Guys, we closed above 111,000 on the daily. That is mega bullish. That's the highest daily close we've had. I mean, was this daily close here at 111,800? But it's the second highest daily close we've had. So if we can close above the 110,000, absolutely, that'd be brilliant. Can we use this as a level of support now, or do we wick back down into between this range? But at the minute, got that daily close at over 111,000. If we hold above 110 or above, again, just about got an all-time high. What did we get up to exactly? It's about 112,070. Fine. So Bitcoin looking very strong, but again, wanting to hold above that 110,000 and break above the all-time high again, but holding above it. So that's kind of really Bitcoin's next move, where we can go up and above. Again, guys, it is absolutely possible to come back down. But of all the news and sentiment around kind of Bitcoin and Ethereum at the minute, I mean, just before we get into Ethereum, let's look at the Bitcoin dominance. So guys, like I said, with the Bitcoin, this is the daily dominance. So each candle's a day. And as you can see, gradually we're starting to see Bitcoin dominance come down a little bit. And we're coming down to this kind of 64.5%, which is wicking onto it. Break through kind of 64%. And then we can hopefully get through kind of the 200-day EMA, through the 62%. And then we can really start flying down with the Bitcoin dominance, and then we see altcoins starting to take off. But guys, if we look here, like I said, We got down to lows of 54.5%, so right about here. Good. So that was the mini alt season we've seen in December. And then again, we've seen altcoins pump slightly, but wasn't nowhere near as significant as this. But again, we've seen a little altcoin pump, but not much. This one we've seen quite. XRP went up to $3.30 something. Sui went up to $5. What else? Hedera went up to 40 cents. So we've seen very good price movement at this time here, and still decent price movement here. But again, if we have an altcoin season, oh gosh, sorry, let's delete that. So I'll delete it again. So let's go back to this. There we go. So if we come back and go out like this again, guys, we want to see. So back in 2021, we came down to levels here, about literally 40%. So we realistically need to see altcoins start to just literally. So we've seen, look at that little pump there. How much money was made in altcoins here? A significant amount. I made quite a bit, to be fair, but I'm still holding the bags. But I'm up quite a bit. And imagine we come down. Oh, too low. We come down to about here. Imagine. Look at the difference there. We've still got so much more to move there. So we come down again. Whether we come back down to 40% exactly, it's not, not every bull run's the same. But guys, again, we could see a significant amount of movement if Bitcoin dominance does come down. Altcoins will start to take off. But again, that's why I'm saying altcoin season is not here yet, because Bitcoin dominance is still at that high. Ethereum. So as you can see, Ethereum just trading under that 2,800 at the minute still. But look at that movement. Price movement over the last 24 hours has been brilliant for all altcoins, really. So, I mean, Ethereum from these lows here up to here, you're looking at 11% up. That's absolutely amazing to see for Ethereum. So again, as you can see, we did wick up to 2,800. But again, daily candle close at around 2,775. So Ethereum, really, if we could just hold above this level now of 2,700 and starting to use that as support, that would be absolutely amazing, because then that will probably then probably give us a bit more confirmation. If we get a few days, like a week or so, over that level, that gives us more confirmation. Then Ethereum is going to start pushing upwards. And again, guys, you've got a lot of treasuries going from Bitcoin to Ethereum as well, where they're, obviously Bitcoin is near all-time, literally so close to all-time highs, like so close, it's unreal. Ethereum, again, trying to get through that level of resistance there of 2,800. But again, holding at 2,700, it just confirms there's more liquidity and strength in Ethereum. And then hopefully we pop above and then break that level of $3,000 of resistance, of psychological resistance there, and then we push on for Ethereum. And I think we'll see us like what we've seen here in Ethereum from in 2 days, 3 days even, went up about 40 odd percent, 43%. So again, I'm not saying 43%, but we could see another spike of about 20 to 30% in a day, at one point or a couple of days. You might see that once we break through those levels and we get that confirmation, and we go past the 3,000, then the 3,000 might then become a level of support, or maybe up to the 3,400 and sort of 70 level. But we will see. Again, don't count on it. Again, this is not financial advice. It's just a guy that loves cryptocurrency and a guy loves to chat. But this is very bullish for all cryptocurrency right now. XRP at $2.43. If we go on to it, there we go. So XRP looking very strong at the minute. And obviously Brad Gardenhouse spoke yesterday, and very bullish for the cryptocurrency space, especially XRP and digital payments. But as you can see, guys, XRP on the daily closed above $2.40. So very bullish there, but we want to try and get, again, we're hitting levels of resistance now for a lot of altcoins. So $2.45, wicked above it, back down, we're at $2.43 at the minute. But we want to hold above now, so if we can use this as support, I'm not going to do it yet, we'll go as yellow, because we're not holding it as support yet. but we want to hold above definitely the $2.33 and use that as next level of support minimally. But we want to try and break through this $2.45 and then wick up to the $2.60, just to show good levels of strength with XRP at the minute. And then Solana as well, again ranging at the minute between $145 to $160, and we've been ranging here for a few months now. Whether it's been resistance, so that 145 was resistance, but even from like April 22nd, came up, used it as support at the 160, and then it fell through the 160 again down to 145. Then the 160 has been a significant level of resistance for us at the minute, so we can hopefully break through that. And Solana, again, very bullish. A lot of companies starting to use Solana. It started to be adapted. Obviously, you got the SK ETF, which is a staking ETF, which is live. So Solana at the minute, I mean, I think from where it is, obviously I know it's at a good price, but I think still a bit undervalued from what's going on with Solana. So in the last 2 days we're up 5.5%, near enough. So yeah, and then Hedera, I mean Hedera's just been doing bits last 2 days. It is literally up again, so another level of, so this is our resistance at the minute. Support is, I'd say, around hopefully the 15.5 cents. Before that was about 14.2 cents. But you're looking at about holding minimally. About, you want to hold about 15.5, about nearly 16 cents, and we want to break through that 18 cents range. So then we can range between 18 to 20 cents, which we did for a very long time. I mean, going back to March, ranging here, obviously, tariff, and then we ranged a bit again. So the kind of 18 to 20 cents is a significant, it's like an important level for Hedera. And then I'll just have a quick look at KASPA. KASPA doing quite well as well. On the daily, obviously today a bit red, but not significantly. But if we go from these lows here up to here, guys, KASPA's not really wicked up to 10%, but yeah, holding around that 9% increase. And again, another level, we'll go support, put that as green. And then this at the minute is definitely resistance for us at 8.2 cents. Once we break through that, bang, hopefully we can then come up to the 10 cents pretty quickly. But we want to get that 8.2 cents for KASPA as support. Guys, and let's have a good look at SUI. I mean, SUI is, it's looking very good over the last kind of 2 days. If we go back to lows in the, when the Iran-Israel conflict happened, again, SUI is up wick to wick, 43%, but currently up 41% from those lows. Even in the last day and a half to 2 days, we are up. Let's go 2.5 days. We are up 13%, let's say, just under 13%. So we're looking very good. Currently trading at $3.22, and realistically, we want to get above $3 kind of 30, I'd say, maybe 35. But then absolutely you want to get back to above the $3.65 range. But that's going to be our next level of, so again, that's currently resistance for us, and support definitely at 280 down below. That's a strong level of support. Between here, again, you've got levels of kind of support / resistance around $3.20. But yeah, with SUI, we could see it come up. I reckon we'll be seeing it come up and wicking up to that $3.60, and then we might have a bit of a cool off before we pump past it. So it might be a bit like, so there we go, up a little bit, up, wick, down, go. Could be a bit like that, but we will see. Yeah, so SUI looking very strong at the minute. And then guys, look at Tau. Tau is looking also very nice. In the last day and a half, again, look at that candle yesterday, absolutely beautiful. Again, tickering along with that kind of level of resistance at the minute. But if we go from here to here, you're looking at about 10%, but currently about 9.5%. So a bit tense of Tau, looking very strong at the minute. A bit of an AID deep in project. Very strong, but again, we're going to be using this as a bit of resistance at the minute. Hopefully, eventually will become support. and this will be the next level of resistance after that. Support at the minute, you're looking at around literally 315. Let's put that in there, bang, and let's put that's green. So we don't want to drop below that 315 level. But yeah, bit tower looking very good. Yes, and then again, if we just look at XLM again, so XLM, like I said, so this level, I'll take that away, to be fair. So again, wicking up to, let's use that as resistance now. So again, I put these in yesterday, and you even see me do them, kind of wicking up to it. We're seeing that 29 sort of 5 level, 29.5 cents level as a bit of resistance at the minute. But then if we can break through that, come up into these ranges here, up into back into the 32 cent range, that'd be very bullish for XLM. So guys, looking at everything at the minute, I mean, again, Ethereum, like I said, we wicked up to 2,800. We wanted to get back above that and try and get through to 3,000. And then obviously Trump's announced 50% tariffs on copper in the US, so coming into the US. So again, everyone's gonna be selling their copper because the value might actually go up on it. And then again, Senator Loomis basically calls for Fed Chair Jerome Powell to resign. So Powell has proven time and time again that he is unfit to run the Fed. He must resign now. So everyone's getting up his back. I mean, guys, like we said the other day, inflation rates are down to 1.75. So the next Fed meeting, everyone pretty much is saying that Fed rates should be cut because inflation is down. And when inflation is down, that means rates should be cut for, getting loans, mortgages, etc. So people can spend more. This is basically the process of it. People spend more demand in the marketplace, depending on what you're buying, house, car, what commodities, whatever it might be, because more money's been injected in because rates are lower, so it's cheaper to get loans to get these things. And if it's lower, then all of a sudden people buy more, but then that demand goes up, and then inflation then rises with it again gradually. It's kind of a cycle thing of inflation lowers, rates lower, people spend more, inflation gradually increases slightly to a point where then rates have to be increased again, and then repeat the cycle. And then what else was it as well? I wanted to see, is it on Cointelegraph? Seen that the AERO, so ETF flows, so inflows of ETFs, so around just shy of 2,000 Bitcoin and nearly 81,000 ETH were bought on just July 9th. So saw an inflow of 215 million net flows of Bitcoin and 211 net flows of Ethereum. So near enough very equal now. So before it was Bitcoin probably be a couple months back, it would be about 7 to 8 times the amount of inflows a day, to then maybe 3 times the amount, so near enough equal. So people are now putting into Ethereum. They're going down the risk curve a little bit because they're seeing Ethereum as the next kind of coin to move. Obviously then people say that with Ethereum, it then trickles down to other altcoins. So then your next altcoins like XRP, Solana, BNB, kind of Sui, all those lots, Hype, sorry. All them lots. So yeah, so we will see. But and then Coinbase app, guys, at the minute, we'll check that in a minute, so we'll let up. But guys, as well, so news, so Jack Ma backed Ant Group will integrate Circle's USD into its global payment platform. So again, Circle first rated was worth around was it $31 a stock and on initial IPO. Now it's $204. So it is literally 7x'd in a matter of like a month and a half. For a stock, that is incredible. So IPOs are going mad at the minute. But Circle, currently, it's funny how the SEC kind of lawsuit has been kind of, gradually fading away, and there's not been any clarity on XRP's kind of status. Well, on the status it has, sorry, but what it can do, and for the lawsuit to be fully put to bed. But yeah, Circle's doing these things here, so we'll see. And then there's talks about Ripple going to IPO. Its worth will be about 11 billion supposedly, if it was to go into stocks. Again, Circle's was 6 billion, so imagine what Ripple will do. So if the IPO comes in there for Ripple, if it does, into the stock market, if I can get it, I'll buy it because I'm in the UK, so we will see. But no, absolutely. And then guys, Coinbase app. So currently today, yesterday that is, it was 226 out of all apps and 19. So again, guys, not anything going on in the sense of retail coming in. And again, guys, trending wise, we're still at all-time lows. So people aren't interested still, even though Bitcoin's near all-time highs. It hasn't had that godlike, not say godlike candle, I hate using that, but that massive candle where Bitcoin goes from 111,000, let's say, to straight up to 120,000, and people thinking, I got to get in on that. But you know, I'm just saying, guys, again, not financial advice, but what I've been doing, again, buying those dips, guys, I've been having a good amount of gains from my, from the projects I've been putting into. I haven't sold any of it, but from where my coins were, let's say, obviously going back to December, my coins were doing pretty nice. But since then, obviously, we've had a bit of a downturn. Luckily, for 2 months, I didn't buy throughout January and February because I couldn't afford it. Because me and my partner went away. It was lovely, just to get away. And I was like, I need to buy crypto because it's going to keep going up. And luckily, I didn't, because again, I didn't have the money, and I had to pay for the car, I had to pay for other things. And it turned out, actually, I didn't do bad. And then I put in around, started putting back in around March, April, May, and June, where we are now. And my coins aren't doing bad. But people buy in at these green candles. You can just put in now. If you're willing to spend 50 quid on a night out, or going out and getting drunk, which again, nothing against it, I do it. It's great. Not all the time, but every now and then, And then you think, actually, okay, how about if I put 20 quid into, I don't know, a Solana, maybe an Ethereum, Bitcoin. If you want to do that, fine, do that. That's absolutely fine. Nothing wrong against it, because again, at the end of the day, there's not many stocks or anything like that, or commodities or anything that are giving you those returns. I mean, if you look at Bitcoin, you put in, let's say, 20 quid a month, on, let's say, the first of every month, let's say. So the first of every month, we put Bitcoin into Bitcoin. So let's go July 1st, where would we be? So July 1st, we're looking at around 107,000, fine. June 1st, where are we to? There we go. Again, 104,000. May 1st, guys, I mean down here. Again, if you put £20 in there, let's say at the high, 96,000, 97,000, let's say. So you put £20 in there, you put it in, where are we to? There we go. So let's put it in there. So where we are right now, you are up 15%, okay? So 15%, £20, you're up £3. So great. If you put again, hypothetically, if you put £100 in there each month, you'll be up 15 quid, and then you put in the next month here, so June the 1st, let's go from here, you'll be up another, so you put in £10 of, so £100 of that, you'll be up £6.50. And then you put in from July 1st, where are we to here? There we go. July 1st, you're up £4, just over £4. So already you are up basically £20 up, from those lows. So you have £300 in Bitcoin plus that £20. That's Bitcoin for you, though. If you did Ethereum, for example, so Ethereum, let's go from so July the 1st. So let's go from here. We'll be up. So £100, you're up £16. So £16. June 1st. Let's go there. So again, it was about similar, wasn't it? But we'll go from here. So again, £11. So it's £27 altogether. And then from May 1st, guys, I mean, God, imagine you did catch that. May 1st, you put £100 in, you're up £56 there. So 56 plus, what was it? 27, 56, 95, £93. So you're up £93 off that £300 as well. That's not bad. And you just kept there and there. I'm not saying to do it, but let's say hypothetically you did, because you're thinking, I don't want to put much in. You put it in the first of every month, you ain't doing bad if you put it into Ethereum. But guys, that's kind of my input there. And then, guys, let's just quickly look at the liquidations for Bitcoin. Well, we had about, £500 million worth of liquidations of short leverages. last night. So let's have a look. Guys, this is the thing with leveraging. It's just, you put your money in, you're thinking, oh yeah, it might go up, and then all of a sudden, like a black swan event, not even a black swan event, but some news could come out, price could go down 10%, boom, you're liquidated. Oh, damn it. I mean, you put £100 into that, you've lost £100, whereas your spot bags, it will go down, but it will still be £100 if you keep it in there, and it goes back up to that price, and if it goes above that price, well, you're in surplus then, aren't you? So, on the daily, long leverages, again with confirmation bias, 4.3 billion, shorts 2.5. So people more bullish and bearish, but also a lot of liquidations, like I said. Guys, look at that. So much liquidation, it's unreal. 3.6 billion shorts, longs, nearly 17 billion. Guys, what does that mean? People are more bullish now than bearish. Again, so I'm not saying I go against the market, but I'm just cautious. So right where we've had this pump, again, I've got a little bit more capital I can put into, but I'm not going to be putting it in yet. But it's just one of those things where I'm just going to be cautious. If I see a bit of a pullback, I'll put in. If there's no pullback, I'm just going to wait it out. I mean, where I am now with my current positions, I'm happy. I've done the best I can. No point stressing about it, because I've got so much I can put in. So I've got nearly about £9,500 in now. I'm up about, let's say, I think about 3,000, even from the lows, because XRP and what was it, HBAR, and I did have XLM, but I sold my XLM back in December, put it into Sui. I've got my HBAR, and XRP has helped me a lot with that. That's because obviously I bought whilst they were in the market lows. Like HBAR is around 3.5–4 cents. XRP is at 50 cents, around that level, and I bought in quite a bit there. But guys, yeah, liquidation wise, people are a lot more bullish than bearish. But guys, if we even come back down to 107,000, nearly 4 billion, so you could be liquidating a quarter of that if we come down a bit more. But I mean, guys, with prices at the minute, with Bitcoin, again, it's absolutely possible. Again, we're nearly at 111,100 again, so price could pump up even higher from here. But again, no one knows what's going to happen. We could come back down to levels around 107, 108. But realistically, if we can hold above the 110,000, we are looking very good. But yeah, that's me today, guys. Hope you have a lovely Thursday, and keep looking after yourselves, look after your crypto. Get outside, get some exercise, feel good about yourself, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one.